There was no Spice Girl action. What it was the word inappropriate. Why I said it was inappropriate as well was because at the time it was the timing.
A key guest at Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz's wedding is speaking out on what they saw happen during the now infamous first dance. Longtime Beckham friend DJ Fat Tony provided music at the couple's 2022 nuptials and revealed his observations of the three-day event, including a reception moment that Brooklyn said left him more, quote, humiliated than he'd ever felt in his life.
The whole situation was really awkward for everyone in the room.
Tony joined ITV's This Morning on January 23rd to share his take on Brooklyn's mom, Victoria Beckham, dancing with him instead of Nicola after an introduction from singer Mark Anthony that reportedly left the bride in tears.
Mark Anthony was performing on stage. He then called Brooklyn onto stage. Brooklyn went onto the stage where the next minute everyone was expecting it to be Nicola to go up and do the first dance. And then Mark Anthony asks the most beautifulest woman in the room to come to the stage. And then he says, Victoria, come to the stage. So Victoria's by the stage, she goes onto the stage. And of course, at that point, Brooklyn's like suddenly, literally devastated because he thought he was going to do his first dance with his wife. Then Nicola leaves the room crying her eyes out. Brooklyn's stuck there on stage, and then they do this dance, and Mark Anthony's like, go, put your hands on your mother's hips. And it was a Latin, it's a Latin thing. And the whole situation was really awkward for everyone in the room.
Tony's comments follow an explosive social media statement from Brooklyn in which he shared his first public comments on his estrangement from Victoria and dad David Beckham, claiming that he's felt controlled by his parents for most of his life and that Nicola has not been given a warm welcome to the family. Though Tony noted that the dance felt, quote, awkward and inappropriate, he seemed to agree that Victoria is bearing an unfair share of the blame.
Why is Victoria getting blamed when it was Mark Anthony who put her in that situation, was egging it on as he went through the dance?
Yeah. Mark has not issued a statement on the situation, and David and Victoria haven't directly responded, though the soccer icon did appear on CNBC's Squawk Box just hours after Brooklyn's astonishing post and discussed how social media can impact young people's mental health.
What I've found personally, especially with my kids as well, use it for the right reasons. Yeah. I've been able to use my platform and my following, for UNICEF, and it's been the biggest tool to make people aware of what's going on around the world for children. And I've tried to do the same. I've tried to do the same with my children to educate them. They make mistakes. Children are allowed to make mistakes. That's how they learn. So that's what I try to teach my kids. But, you have to sometimes let them make those mistakes as well.